Yo, Red, what's up, YouTube? No, okay. I feel like, yeah, that shit just brought me back to like 2015. I watch so many people saying, yo, what's up, YouTube? Okay, I'm losing the plot, man. This react to the disturbing rabbit hole behind adult content.
YouTube do this.
Their CP
My
videos are more
child.
entertaining.
Man, what the fuck?
Than the sloppy. The straight up distributing illegal material.
The fuck is this? How do you not get? Just got one where I... Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying, Middle East.
The existence of adult content is nothing new. Everybody's obviously stumbled across it at some point, but
Oh fuck! My bad, I had to check them.
isn't what this video is about, because it's the spread of adult content in front of children that is truly disturbing. YouTube, as we all know, is one of the biggest social media platforms, coming only second after Facebook, which has over 3 billion active users, while YouTube has only 2 billion. This is the platform that me and you most likely grew up around and watched some of our favorite videos on. Videos from
I need a new
creators
fucking headset, oh my
like
god.
DDM, Stampy Longnose, and many more.
Yeah,
And
but hold on,
at
what
the
I
time,
missed, bro?
social media platforms, it's the existence of adult content is nothing new.
No,
Everybody's obviously stumbled across it at some point, but that isn't what this video is about, because it's the spread of adult content in front of children that is truly disturbing. YouTube, as we all know, is one of the biggest social media platforms, coming only second after Facebook, which has over 3 billion active
Actually, that's not
users,
surprising.
while
A lot of,
YouTube
like,
has only 2 billion. This is the platform that me and you most likely grew up around and watched.
Yep,
some of
it
our
is.
favorite
Shout out
videos
Dan
on.
TDM,
Videos from
Stampy Longnose,
creators
like you said.
Dan TDM, Stampy
Sunday.
Longnose, and many more. And at the time,
That's his name,
content
right?
catered towards children.
Look at that spot right there, man.
Extreme scenes of nudity,
Can never
thumbnails,
forget that.
and stuff that would generally twist the minds of children.
Fuck? Yo,
But
these
as we
thumbnails.
enter a new generation of media, the age barrier
Yo.
in which people are introduced to this kind of filth.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
That would generally twist the minds of
Yo,
children.
what is going on here?
But as we enter a new generation of media, the age barrier in which people are introduced to this kind of filth
Shout out Dan TDM
increases.
for putting up the greatest
And with this
thumbnails.
rise of adult content comes the spread of a digital plague.
Nah, I think TDM was really the GOAT though, but I remember watching
This
him all the time
is
when I was growing up.
Slapcat,
Yo, what are these
a channel that makes
thumbnails?
animations based off of characters from Sprunky, a mod for a music game called Incredibox, where within the game you could drag accessories on characters who, in response, would then come together to create a small music piece. On the surface level, this game seems pretty harmless and honestly pretty cool to mess around with.
Yeah, I don't feel
However,
bad for
it's
kids.
this specific
Maybe it's the
channel
mods,
who
though.
remains anonymous and takes characters
y'all
out
sick
of the
fucks be
game to
making.
then portray them in extremely sexual poses.
Yo, these thumbnails are crazy,
When
bro.
you scroll through their channel, every single
Yo.
one of their videos have suggestive thumbnails which are paired with these strange
Kids be
titles.
watching this shit, bro. Should be fucking
And
with their
when you
heads.
click on these videos, it gets even more disgusting.
What do you mean?
What I did healed us all.
In this slightly censored version of one of their biggest videos with over 1.4 million views, we see two characters being trapped in a grave and then making out. Not exactly family friendly. However, scrolling down to the comments clearly reveals to us just what type of audience is watching this. And
Yeah, it's
this
gotta
isn't
be
even
kids.
everything, because when we go to their more recent videos, we find out that this
Yo,
channel
what is that
doesn't
first
only
thumbnail?
post sexual content, but also content
Yo!
revolving around murder and gore, depicting scenes that just shouldn't be viewed by their
Yo,
very
kids said
young
not be looking at
audience.
this. I'm telling you, man, I
And
should be
these
fucking with the
videos
heads.
aren't just limited to this one innocent music game. There exist hundreds of channels that profit off of popular games such as Minecraft or Poppy Playtime, using their characters to make extremely explicit content that generates them huge sums of money. It all falls under this category known as Elsagate, which is content that clickbaits their very young audience into viewing extremely sexual animations and parodies of popular video game characters, which isn't limited to just YouTube, but also YouTube Kids as well. In fact, a new trend that some of these kids channels are doing is collabing with OnlyFans creators to create explicit gaming videos, where the goal is generally to sexually hook
Shout out
the
Rise
viewers.
Gum.
For
If
example,
you know, you know.
So this is the first video I've ever done on this style. Is your video made for kids? I click no, it's not made for kids.
while
What
there
that say?
exists sexually hook the viewers. For example,
So this is the first video I've ever done on this style. Is your video made for kids? I click no, it's not made for kids.
Some of remember for kids and change anything content that is color section.
while there exists some slight solutions to kids' content such as parental controls, most parents either just don't understand how it works or are too lazy to find out, and instead just use YouTube as an easy way to keep their kids entertained, believing that it's a safe platform for their children to watch content
think
on
any
and get
platform is really
educated,
safe.
when in reality, this is nothing further from the truth, leaving millions of young children to be exposed to this disgusting content and leading them down the deepest rabbit holes.
Soft core. What the fuck is this?
Kids' content that depicts sexual and intimate scenes isn't the limit of the rabbit hole here. This content twists the minds of children in their future, as well as their present. But this whole problem spreads even further than this. For those who don't know, if you own a business and want to advertise on YouTube, you can pay a specific amount of money to run an ad campaign on the homepage, shorts feed, or YouTube long-form videos depending on your needs. YouTube then uses Google's data to present your advertisement to a relevant audience at the right time. Now, the question here is, at what point would a user need to be recommended ads for a video chatting app? Or an explicit AI companion? Or maybe even an X-ray app that lets you see through clothes, supposedly? And remember,
Well, I don't know. What's
there
it?
are
Nah, let me
minors
chill.
on this
No,
website
okay.
that constantly scroll through shorts.
Yo, you know,
Watch
speaking of ads, if y'all, do y'all be on, okay, hopefully this isn't just me, because I go, it's gonna look crazy. Y'all ever scroll on TikTok, and that trans, I don't know if I can say that, you know, be showing me an ad for like transgender, I can say that, that's not a bad word, for a transgender dating app. I'm like, yo, man, no disrespect, I don't want to see this shit, bro. I've been getting that shit way too many times. I gotta see if I can pull it up now. Okay, play the video.
Videos or browse the homepage. The images I just showed
What the fuck
you
is this?
isn't even
Yo!
the worst.
Yeah, what do I send you my...
There's literal videos too. How is this possible?
What the fuck is that?
When I was looking for an answer to my question, I came across this article on the Google Help forum. Based off of the replies from this user, there's two possibilities for this phenomenon. Either the user's device is infected by malware, or the ads are all based off of the Google Play Store. And in my opinion, the second answer makes more sense, as most of these ads are based off of apps from the Play Store. But this makes me wonder, why would the guidelines on ads for the Play Store be different? Isn't the Play Store just like YouTube a product of Google, or are the guidelines different? Well,
Content ads and destination. Some kinds of sexual content ads they comply with the policies below and don't target minors, but they've only shown limited scenarios based on user search queries and local laws where ads being served.
that isn't interesting. As I kept on
say
researching,
like
I
that?
found an article by Google on their ad policies. And within those policies,
Okay, well, I can't
as we
find the ad,
just
which,
saw,
well, I'm not
it
complaining
states
about that, actually.
certain types of sexual content isn't allowed, but some kind of sexual content
Yo, what's going
is
on there?
allowed. Now, to me, this makes no sense. What limit is there for content to cross the line between non-sexual and sexual? This may somewhat explain, though, the reason as to why these ads even make it onto YouTube in the first place. They circumvent showing certain things in their videos by adding logos on body parts and muting the whole video to then add music over it. And the most annoying part about this is that these ads never appear to be targeted to a specific audience, but are rather thrown in front of whoever happens to be unlucky. Now, you might think that ads like these can easily be blocked by the user, which by all means is a
I've done that
decent
too many
solution.
times.
But what happens when explicit content finds a new way to spread?
Yo, what the fuck was
The
that?
post
Don't ever show me that
reads
shit
the
again. That shit was
following.
looking scary. And what the fuck was staring at me? I'm not gonna lie. Hey, bruh. Chill. Luckily, it's at nighttime and shit, but damn, I don't know. I ain't fuck with that sound. I did not fuck with whatever that was, like a girl, but I don't know. That face was looking at me crazy. Also, what the fuck did I just pause on, man?
Recently watching a video from a big channel, which I'm not going to tell its name for obvious reasons, and I decided to check the comments section, but the first thing I saw was some bots promoting their channel, and under them was groups of channels telling people to check their CP content.
Jesus Christ.
It was not the first time that I've seen these types of
Okay, I gotta
channels.
be honest with you. When I clicked this, I didn't, and as you know, this is adult content. I didn't think it was gonna show me. Okay, not show me that. It's gonna. Okay, that sounds fucking insane. But start talking about what he just said. You know, see, and then I don't even feel like saying that.
But curiosity got me this time, and I checked their channel.
What?
Channels telling people to check their CP content. It was not the first time that I've seen these types of channels.
Hold on now. I get. I know you probably ain't doing nothing. I know you, but hold on. You telling me you knew it was that, and you still clicked it?
But curiosity got me this time, and I checked their channel. In their about section, there was 2 links connected to Discord. I assumed it would redirect me to a troll or prank server, and clicked on it.
Nah, hold on. No. You knew, yo. You read what that shit said, gang. Fuck your curiosity. Don't click that shit, bro.
It was actually CP. I immediately deleted that video and
Okay, you know what?
reported the
Good.
channel,
Good
but
shit.
It's not the first time that I've seen these types of bots, and they're getting out of control. YouTube needs to do something as soon as possible.
So what is this? Okay, okay. Yo, is this really necessary?
The whole situation
Yo, get this shit on my face, bro. Come on, man.
garners so much attention to the point that big YouTubers decide to make videos on it.
Today we're talking about a breed of comment sections or comments that are actually distributing illegal CSAM material all throughout the internet, okay?
This has been a problem on YouTube and really any social media platform for years.
So you start to see accounts like Officer. So obviously these people, basically tell the comment section, hey, my illegal material videos are
I've read on monitoring this.
more entertaining than this slop.
You'll find this exact comment plastered on pretty much any video on the platform that has over 1,000 comments.
YouTube has basically, almost in a way, I would say, given up.
You know, what's going on in YouTube?
The
No
whole
disrespect,
thing
but
that
come on, man.
disturbs me is the fact that, like I said, there's minors on this website, as well as people who generally don't want to be around this stuff. And being exposed to adult content is one thing, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna
being
lie, but
someone to witness the distribution of CP on a platform that is not even on the deep web is just a whole nother topic that terrifies me. There have been possible answers on Reddit and other platforms for whom it may be, some claiming that it's a YouTube trolling group that bullies and trolls people online to the most extreme lengths possible. And just to be extra safe,
Okay, this
that
isn't
they
trolling.
won't
You're just a fucking weirdo whoever does this shit.
somehow
loser.
find my video.
And what the fuck is this?
Obviously is not their name and their logo. I wish I could just end this video here, as CP is just a topic that
I'm kind of starting to
doesn't
wish
leave a
dick,
good
because I'm like, look, you're making me feel weird. Getting like
taste in
chills
my
down
mouth.
my, like,
Just the thought of those who are victims of such content and people who stumble across it by accident is terrifying. But the rabbit hole
no, you're
against
too
either
big of
my
a company
wish
to be letting
or
this shit happen,
yours
man.
goes even further. Let's step outside of YouTube for a bit. Like many of us already know, adult content doesn't just occur on YouTube. Obviously, you've got
It's everywhere.
websites that are specifically made
Should be
for
on
the
TikTok.
distribution
People
of adult
making
content.
accounts
But
to, like,
right
put
now,
that shit
we are
out.
not focusing on those specific websites. The dark web.
Oh,
Unlike the
God.
surface web, is a hidden
How do you
part
even
of
get
the
in the dark?
internet
Okay,
which
that's-
regular search engines like
Not
Google
probably
or
good time to ask that,
Firefox
but-
don't index or allow access to. This basically means
what
that
did
you
you
need a
say?
special browser that part of the internet which regular search
I can't hear anything now. Hold on.
engines like Google or Firefox don't index or allow access to.
Good.
This basically means that you need a special browser that does allow for access to the dark web. Browsers like Tor allow you to do that. The thing about this part of the web
No, I
is
don't think you should
that
be
it's
promoting that,
easy
but-
for users to stay anonymous and commit the most illegal acts without having much fear of being caught if they did everything right. With that being said though, illegal content cannot necessarily be stumbled upon easily on the dark web, but tends to be much more
Okay.
extreme and
Yo,
threatening when
come
you
on,
do
bro.
stumble
Just
across
look,
it.
throw me off, dog.
And-
Stop. Enough with that shit, man. Come on, that's the third one. That one was the worst.
With the idea
Actually, low-key wasn't, because the other one was like low-key human. It was like a human, but it also had like a weird-ass
of
face.
anonymity and the freedom to do whatever you want, only chaos can erupt.
Jesus Christ.
There used to be a website on the dark web that had nearly 63,000 users worldwide that were paying for a subscription to receive CP and CSAM. Two administrators were responsible for keeping the site updated with new disgusting content by the name of Salingam and Taputsa. So what initially happened was that the Interpol discovered material from the website depicting the abuse of 11 boys that were under 13 years old. They then started what was called Operation Blacklist and knew that this site must have had hundreds of minors behind it that were being abused. The clock was ticking and they had to get the site down as soon as possible. The police couldn't directly identify the children because they were masked in the videos. So what they did instead was look at their body features and traits to keep track of how long their abuse was going on for. As more countries joined in on this international investigation, they were getting closer and closer to finding out who the admins were. When the US Homeland Security Investigations Department finally traced the IP address, Bulgaria's Cybersecurity Department took down the website, and New Zealand's Internal Affairs Department compiled the website's information to then hand the user information over to Interpol so that they could then find the people in their own countries who were active on this site. And as they were taking down the website and handing over important information to Interpol, the victims of which videos were posted online were finally identified, leading to the arrest of Tukputsa and Salingam.
Good, fuck them.
In a disturbing revelation, it turned out that Salingam, who was based in Thailand, was the man who was seen abusing the 11 boys in the files that Interpol had found. One of those boys was his nephew. He had been lured in by his uncle as well as 10 other boys with the promise that they could have access to the internet, watch videos, play football, and eat food. And as for Takputsa, who was based in Australia, they seized his devices and found out that he had also been to Thailand to abuse minors as well as Australia. And when they looked through the images on his devices, they found out that one of his victims was just 15 months old.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I regret clicking on this video. I did not think it was gonna be talking about no CP. Oh my god. Oh. Yo, no, I must have heard that wrong, bro. There's no way I heard that right. There's no way I heard that right. Oh my god. Like, the other ones were obviously fucking bad, but I can't believe what I just heard. No, hold on. No, I gotta go back. There's no way I heard that right. So please tell me I heard that wrong, bro.
Look through the images on his devices, they found out that one of his victims was just 15 months old.
Oh! No. Oh my god. Yo, what am I watching? Yo. Oh, yo, I can't believe what I just heard. The other ones were bad, obviously. But, oh my god. 15 months? Yo, what did I just hear, bro? Oh my god. Ew. Yo, that's disgusting. Yo, oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, you gotta torture them, bro. Torture them. Oh my god. That was a joke. YouTube, Twitch. Oh my god. Joe, just play the video, bro.
Salingam was sentenced to 146 years in prison, and Takputsa was sentenced to 40 years, where he pleaded months old.
Okay, no need to get that part
was
again.
sentenced to 146 years in prison.
Okay, good,
And
but hold on.
Takputsa was sentenced to 40 years.
I'm sorry. 40? How come he didn't get 140?
Where he pleaded guilty to over 51 charges revolving around the abuse of 11 babies.
How the fuck? Ew. Okay, what I just heard. Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. But 40 years? And you just said he...
And boys. Was Takputsa sentenced too light? I mean, he abused literal babies. And while his partner got a sentence that would exceed his life on Earth, he only had 40 years. What says that there is no possibility that
Yo, I hope in whatever prison he goes to, I just hope his fellow inmates...
Takputsa would continue his deranged acts if he would ever get out of prison? And you have to remember that this is just one of the most disgusting corners of the dark web. The soliciting of illegal material has literally become a business. There are creeps that are probably making a lot more money than most people selling content that leaves everybody traumatized. This disgusting content itself spreads even more, not just on the dark web, but also, as you previously saw, on platforms like YouTube and Discord, which are platforms that exist on the surface web and aren't even a part of the dark web. And if proper guidelines and detection methods aren't introduced to these platforms in the future,
oh my god.
we seriously won't know what will happen. And this is the absolutely terrifying rabbit hole behind adult content. Content that permeates from platforms like YouTube leads to content that is found all the way at the bottom of the dark web. In my opinion, the most disturbing part about this entire story is that CP is available on platforms like YouTube and such. While not directly available as videos, but rather comments, even the possibility of this type of content being spread by degenerates still disturbs me. All because they think that this type of content is funny to
Yo.
comment on their videos. And also adult.
I can't believe what I just watched. Like, I thought it was gonna be about, adult content. But, like, I thought maybe he would talk about, the people that have, sadly passed away. Or, like, the kids get their hands on adult. But, like, then he just started talking about like, yo, I did not think it was gonna get this dark. Or this bad. Like, some of the things that I just heard just come out of his mouth. Like, Jesus. Oh, okay. Oh, my God.
Content as a whole being on
That's just my
YouTube,
whole mood.
masked as quote-unquote kids content is equally terrifying because these types of videos influence kids and their actions at such a young age. If we only lived in a world where everything could be okay. I really hope that after
Yo, bro, you can
this
stop doing shit like that.
disgusting topic that
Alright,
we
so
just
just the things
discovered,
that I watched, just
I
to be
can
like,
put this video
throwing me off.
behind. But no. When I went onto Reddit and wanted to check up on the situation a bit that was covering, I found multiple posts in which people are reporting the same problem that I had covered in a previous chapter. Explicit ads are still making their way onto YouTube's Shorts ads feed, and nothing is being done about it. In fact, the friend that collaborated on this video with me, Caleb, actually made a video pointing out similar explicit content problems within the Minecraft space, and to my surprise and to a surprise as well, YouTube had actually responded to his video saying that they were quote-unquote working on this problem. But when he checked on Twitter for similar responses by YouTube, he found out that this comment that they left on his video was just copied and pasted from the replies that YouTube leaves under tweets from other people. To me, it really seems like YouTube or Google doesn't care about this problem, because you have to remember, they're still getting money from the ad payments that are being put down by these people. Unfortunately, not every story has a happy ending.
Yeah. Is that the end of this, bro?
I'm currently working on extra Patreon documentary. Enjoyed this video. If you
look at these comments to say, man. Sadly, that was not the worst part. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was a little freaking kid. Okay, that sounded bad. Like, not no bad, okay. Like, I remember watching those Rise Gun vids. The getting killed, I think like I said earlier in the video, if you know, you know. That's dope. I'm happy you said this. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, look, I was like, come on, alright, bro. Especially. That was like throw me off, man. I think I've watched enough rabbit hole videos for today. And probably the week. I'm not about to say W video. I was about to say that, but I don't know if I really want to say that. No disrespect to this dude, but like, Jesus, let's just end the video there, man. Yeah.